Hello, I'm Nicola McCarthy. It's Thursday the 21st of November. Welcome to City Today. Well, the full squad are now back at Carrington as preparations begin for Sunday's Premier League clash against Spurs here at the Etihad. The Blues will be looking to bounce back from the 1-0 defeat they suffered at Sunderland just before the international break. And we've been down at Carrington where we caught up with Pablo Zabaleta, who says spirits are high among the squad.
New players coming into the squad and new managers, and sometimes it takes time to get the best form of the player. But I think from the start of the season to now, if we will look at the games that we played, I think we did quite well. Maybe we dropped too many points in away games, but that is something that probably we should improve for the next games. But I think we are in a good way. We are working really hard, and I'm very focused to try to improve in many things.
Well, it's almost that time of year again when Sky Blue Santas roam the streets around the stadium. Our 4th annual Santa Stroll will take place on Sunday the 8th of December, and it's set to be bigger, longer and bluer than ever before. Places are limited and selling fast though, so book now to reserve your place or buy your suit from the Santa Stroll team at the City Store. Well, it's part 4 of our City Football Academy series, and today our Head of Infrastructure, Pete Bradshaw, is going to show us the various pitches on the site and talk about the brand new Sixth Form College.
We're at the first team training pitches here, so right over in our far corner there's a big concrete wall which will form the goalkeeping training zone, and then in front of us we will have 4 pitches. 2 of them Deso, 2 Grassmaster, so they've got different types of pitches to train on. It's right in front of their first team building, so the windows that we'll look out over this is the fitness gym. The windows in the middle is all the refectory, the staff accommodation, the offices, and then the 3rd floor windows is actually the residential accommodation where they will be able to again get a view of the pitches they train on, and of course the landscaped area. So that's what you're looking at right now. Very flat first team training pitches, and the estate that they're in, over in the distance you've got the gold medal factory of the National Cycling Centre, and if that isn't going to inspire you, I don't know what is. And all our EDS pitches and everything else you've already looked at. And then the shot in front of us, the big roller shutters that will form our maintenance building and laundry and everything. So what you're looking at now is these are our EDS pitches. And with the 3 pitches in a row, incredibly level, they're being levelled by laser. These will be a mix of Deso and Grassmaster pitches. And the 2 pitches further over where we've got the diggers and everything working at the moment, underneath those pitches we've got 150,000 litre water tanks. So when we're watering our pitches in the future, when we're flushing the toilets in the building, we'll be using harvested rainwater for the whole of the site basically, so that we're not using valuable drinking water to water our pitches. It'll be fully treated, but all of that's been built into the development. And all around the edges of the site, we're about to plant 2,000 mature trees. So all right up against the boundary where at the moment you can sort of see roads and buildings and things. In future what you'll see is native trees, evergreen trees, all with great thought given to biodiversity. So we've thought about butterflies and bees and moths and dormice and all those types of things that are really important to Manchester's biodiversity. We need to encourage them. So the planting and the landscape is all about encouraging that wildlife back to East Manchester. So huge difference to the landscape in a couple of months' time, where these trees currently acclimatising in Cheshire, they'll be imported onto this site in the early part of 2014. So that's what you'll see in front of you. And very over in the distance, the building that you can see, the steelwork going up, is the new Sixth Form College for East Manchester that the clubs helped fund. Behind that is a new leisure centre and swimming pool for the community. So that's all the community corner beginning to take shape. So true to the site's original idea of Street to Stadium, loads of community opportunity, and for the very first time ever in East Manchester, a sixth form college. Never had one before, brilliant, and actually local people receiving an education aged 16 to 19 right on the corner of our new site. So this is the development of a community that is moving at a pace, and young people having an education in their own area, which has been long called for. And again, all of that came out of consultation with what do local people want, what do local people need, and there it is happening in front of our eyes. All available to local people. The sixth form college actually started operating from September 2013, currently based in another building, but that's its new building from summer of 2014, and a new public swimming pool, new leisure centre, community football pitch, multi-use games area. All of those things are happening on that corner of the site to encourage local people. The street to stadium bit, that's the street bit, how people get involved from day one basically, right next to our academy. You know, it's there for everybody to see. It's happening.
And finally, we'll be sitting down tomorrow to interview Manuel Pellegrini, and we'd like to know what you would like to ask him. You can submit your questions using Twitter, Facebook or Google+, using the hashtag AskManuel. Well, we'll be back tomorrow with more pre-match build-up and the final part of our CFA series. See you then.